Hello everyone, this is Susie Q, Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my nursery room window. Today I have Maggie Mae with me, and I'm going to be changing her out of her really pretty little spring dress that she's wearing, but I'm going to be putting her into another one. And I want to show you a couple of details too, for those of my new subscribers that haven't seen Maggie Mae before. So I'm going to go ahead and put Maggie Mae back here on her pillow while I show you what she's going to be changing into. And by the way, she has her little baby doll with her today. This is a little Behringer doll. So sweet. It's the smallest Behringer I've ever seen. Just a tiny little baby doll. And this little girl came with a little pacifier that fits in her mouth like this, like that. So that's really cute too. You know, the thing about pacifiers with me though, although I think it's a fun idea, I don't put pacifiers in my baby dolls just because I love the shapes of their mouths, and you know, like if they're smiling, I can still see their cute little smile, you know, showing through. And I'm also kind of nervous about rubbing the paint off, so you know, off the lips of the Reborn. So I normally don't use passies, but in their mouth. But I think they're a fun little thing to have as a prop. So anyway, this little girl has a tiny little pacifier as her prop. So let's go ahead and put her aside. I'm not sure what we'll do with her. I think we'll put her right here for now, beyond the camera. And I'll show you what I'm going to be changing Maggie Mae into. So this is another little spring dress. And as you can see, it's got like a see-through nylon. I guess it's, excuse me, it's nylon, like a outer facing for the collar. And with a little ribbon of nylon that goes around the waist, and then it zips in the back, and it zips all the way down to here, so it's so easy to take off and on. She's also got the same kind of nylon trim in her little capped sleeves. And then underneath I am going to put this cute little slip-on. Now what I do with this is I've used this as a summer dress before, but I also use it as a slip for underneath dresses to make them fuller, because it actually has a couple layers to it. It's got the top layer, and then it's got this little petticoat layer underneath. And so it makes the dress nice and full. And then it has these pearl buttons down the back and a satin bow that ties down at the waist. It's sort of an umpire waist with little bows in the front, and it's got bow trim also. The bows go through these little holes in the lace. So this is really cute. I got it from eBay, and I really like having it. It's so versatile. Like I said, it can be a slip or it can be just a cute little summer dress. And then for her shoes, she's going to be wearing these little leather moccasin type of shoes, which have little bows. And then I wanted to put some kind of fancy socks on her, and I came up with this idea because it's the same. Well, let me show you it up close. It's got the same type of nylon that's in the dress trim, and then it's got a satin ribbon that goes around the edging. And so I thought this would be kind of cute to put with those little moccasin shoes. And then for her hair, these little hair bows. And I'm going to take her hair, looks like I've got some of her hair in these hair bows. I'm going to take her hair out of the little braids that she has, and I'm going to put them up in little ponytails, and I'm thinking that her hair is going to be wavy after after I take the braids out. That's what I do with my hair. After I wash the first day that I wash my hair, I put it in a ponytail, and then I put a long braid down the back. And then, while it's still wet, and then it dries like that. And then the next day, I don't have to fuss about blow drying my hair and such. So, it's just a cute style, I think. And I loved seeing the, wavy hair and curly hair and all that. So, and of course she's got her little unicorn with her. So, from Sharon and May. So we'll put that right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I told the story a couple of days back of our incident with the turkeys, and how we had a turkey that flew into our car, and it smashed up our mirror, and it broke it completely off of the car. Anyway, my husband went online, eBay, and he found a part, the total mirror part, not just the mirror, but the enclosure and everything for the mirror. And so that was really lucky, that he found it, because our Hummer is I think it's like it's a really old Hummer. And so we were fortunate to be able to find a part for that. But the unfortunate thing about it is that the part was actually it was 300 and whatever something dollars, that included tax. So just for a little mirror part, it's just amazing how much things can cost for cars. And who knew that was going to be such a costly repair? But anyway, so it's on its way, and my husband he's looked up on YouTube to see exactly how to do it, and so he's going to be able to put it back on. So I just wanted to give an update on that. So about the details of this little girl, a lot of my new subscribers haven't seen her, and she's very unique. She has, and let me just show you in a second here. She's got a chest plate, and let me take her dress off very carefully. I should probably have removed those bows, but anyway, so that's her chest plate, and what you see below the chest plate is that is her cloth body. And so she's got a chest and a cloth body, and then she's full arms and full legs, and her neck her head is actually on a ball joint, so she can she can have her head up laughing at the birds in the sky. She can have her head down looking at her baby dolls. She can go to the left, to the right, and she's just a fantastic sculpt, and I love her to death. She's got so many possibilities with the way of getting her dressed and everything. So I thought you might enjoy seeing that she has a chest plate too, so she can wear these kinds of dresses, that are just bare minimum dresses. In fact, the chest plate, I should show you the back too. See, this is the back of this dress, and she actually has a back. Let me go ahead and turn her around so you can see her back and her pretty long hair. But there you go. And so she can wear things that have lower backs on them and all that stuff. She is also, I should show you since you probably noticed this, she is signed by Ping Lau, and which makes this a really special doll. She's a signature doll. So she's a one of a kind. And I don't know if I mentioned that she was reborn by Ema Bennett. So anyway, that's her details for those of you who haven't met her before. And for those of you who had forgotten that she was, that she had a chest plate, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and take her little bloomers off. I'm going to remove her tights this time too for this other outfit because she's been in tights for such a long time. I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can see what I'm doing here. She's a big baby, so she barely fits into the camera. But anyway, I'm going to remove these tights, and because I want her just to have her bare legs today. So anyway, I don't know about you guys, but our weather has been really, well, I do know about you guys because I know everybody's been talking about the crazy weather that we've been having. 2 days ago, we had snow, and we had such a wet snow that it actually clung to the tree branches. And it made, it look like what I always call a fairyland outside. And, how it's got bare trees and the snow clings to the branches and all that. I love that look. And so we did have a fairyland for a little bit. For about a day and a half, we had our fairyland outside. I'm going to go ahead and tilt the camera back up. With a toddler like this, that's this tall, it's a constant adjusting of the camera because of the fact that it's hard to get them into the camera lens when they're when they're this tall. But anyway, so yeah, we had a fairyland and it was so pretty. It was a really super wet snow. I probably could have gone out and made a snowman, but I just it's so cold outside and it's just not the kind of weather that I like going out in, but it's beautiful to see it from out, from inside, from my living room that I have my fireplace on, and the whole, I can stay nice and warm while looking at the pretty view outside, and so that was really nice. And I finally got to use my snow boots this year. Last year, I've had them for about 2 years. I had a pair of snow boots that finally wore out. They got holes in them, and they leaked water, and so I finally had to give in and buy another pair of snow boots. So I wore my pair of snow boots for the first time a couple of days ago, and they worked really nice. They have that insulate in them, or thinsulate, which keeps my feet warm. But anyway, here's what her little slip looks like, or little summer dress. You might see this again in the summertime. And then here's the front. And I really like that she has this kind of chest plate, because then there's no cloth showing at the neckline. She can wear just about anything. So this is really super cute on her. See, this could be just a summer dress, but I wanted to put this dress over it because I just can't wait for spring to get here. And the dress that I changed her out of, I really was having a hard time. I didn't want to change her out of that dress because of it was such a pretty spring dress, but I decided, I found this one and I said, you know what, this one's just as springy and just as cheery as that last dress. So go ahead and put this up her little arms. So gosh, usually almost every time that I'm doing a video, I get these spam phone calls, and you've heard that my videos be interrupted by them before. So what I did was, probably about a week ago, I discovered that on my phone, I have an adjustment that can be made that is a spam, like a call block. And so I went ahead and I put, I looked up the numbers, the spam numbers, because there's a call log. The phone has a call log. So I looked up the numbers and I put them in the call block. And I thought, oh boy, this is great. No more spam phone calls during my videos or just during my everyday life, Well, anyway, come to find out, I was still getting spam calls from the same place. And they're very tricky. What they do is, you know, because I blocked their original phone number, what they do is they have the first 3 digits, you know, the area code. I guess that would be, no, the first 6 digits is, or whatever the area code in the first three numbers are, they keep that the same, right? And so, but then they change the last 4 digits. And so that's why you know, they're able to get through. And I couldn't believe that, how quickly they changed the phone numbers. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one that's getting calls from them, you know. So maybe it's a daily thing that they, you know, they change their numbers every day. I don't know. But the thing is, I just don't know why in the world, if people are blocking them and not, you know, picking up their phone calls, why do they persist? I don't get that part of spamming, but I never will. But anyway, every time that they call, then I put their new number in my call blocking. So now these shoes look really cute with these socks, and I'll pick her up so you can kind of see what it looks like. And I think that looks really cute. There's your little shoes. And then let me go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to do her hair. I'm going to give her some waves up there. So yeah, gosh, I'm still really, really happy with my nursery. I had done a complete reorganization of my nursery a couple of weeks ago, and I'm able to keep everything nice and neat because I have the extra space in my wardrobes. But another thing that I've learned how to do, that I make myself do every time, after I do a video, what I'll do is I always play my videos back, always, because I want to make sure that I don't have any bloopers, and you know, just make sure that it's okay. Well, while I play the video back, what I'll do is I will put the clothes away, fold the clothes up, or hang the clothes up that I've just taken off. Like for example, when I replay the video today, while it's replaying, I will be hanging Maggie Mae's dress back up and putting her shoes and socks away, and I found that it really helps to do that. You know, for me, because otherwise, if I just, what I was doing, I was being very lazy. I was just leaving clothes in a stack, and that's what made my, you know, they would be in a stack on the dressing table, and my laziness was causing me to just get totally out of organization, you know, being organized. And so I decided that I would just, you know, that would be my thing, my routine. And here I've lost her rubber band. And it's so easy. These rubber bands, I'll show you again how they're so see-through. I just pulled another one out, but they're just, you can't even hardly see them. So when I put them on her quilted blanket that she's sitting on, they just disappear. So I'm sure I'll find it, but I didn't want to have to use up all your time in looking for it. So let me see if I can get this in. I want to make sure that it's nice and straight with the other one. And I like how it waved. She's got human hair, and so it acts like human hair. You know, it'll wave like human hair and all that. So yeah, now she's got her waves. And then I'll put her bows in, and then I'll give her hair a little comb. But it's her little bows. I like this color of bows with this dress. I mean, I think they went really well with it. Go ahead and put that bow in. And there she is. So yeah, so that's the trick for me, and that is to put clothes away while I'm doing, you know, listening to the video. And I've kept my nursery very neat for the past, I think it's been 2 weeks, or maybe I'm not sure, since my the last video that I did of my nursery tour. That's how long I've been keeping my nursery all cleaned up. So there she is. I'll pick her up and show you the whole look. You know what I want to do? I want to change her earrings. I just noticed that I want to put new earrings in. So let me see. I've got this little box that holds all of, like I have some of my jewelry on top. And she's got her jewelry in here. And let's see. Oh, here's some flower ones. Whoop. Here's some flowered ones. And I see already the color that I want to use will be, well, these right here are the ones that match her bows. And so let's go ahead and take those out. The ones that she has in are, they've got rhinestone, they're rhinestone hearts. So these are, turn your head around. I love that her head, like I said, I love the way that her head is on the ball joint, like that. So yeah, see her poking her little ear out, just waiting for me. There she is. That looks really pretty. I like that.